Hello, everyone, and welcome to Overcast. Thank you for joining for the 81st episode of Overcast, your Overwatch podcast. I am Frostee, and here this week I am joined only by Soulslain.
Yes, just me.
So we're head-to-head this week, and where Ova is, we do not know.
Probably watching the game, who knows?
It probably.
Yep.
He got tickets and then didn't take you with him. Yeah, that's what it is.
He'll probably send me a picture of the game.
He's just like, bro, what's going on, man? So, yeah, we are here for another week. It's kind of an exciting week because it's time to kick off new beginnings, right, for the new season. We're going to talk about that a little bit today and some more stuff. So let's get the formalities out of the way, which is that first you can follow us on Twitter at Overcast Show. Our blog page is overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com. You can just head to frozenfoxmedia.com if you want to check out all the other podcasts and other content on the Frozen Fox Media Network. And thank you if you're watching on the YouTube version. You can just give us a thumbs up there and make sure you subscribe on YouTube if you want to keep watching us there every week. Or if you want to listen on Google Play, iTunes, or Stitcher, or any other way. If you love the show, let us know by leaving us a review. Make sure you subscribe there so we'll be in your player of choice, whether it's your phone or if you still use an MP3 player, which my wife and I were talking about the other day. MP3 player is almost kind of an antiquated thing now, right?
Yep, I don't use one.
I still have a Zune HD, if you can believe that.
Oh, I love the Zune HD.
Yeah,
I used that back in the day. I love the interface. It's a great device.
Yeah, I love that thing. OLED display,
Mm-hmm.
And then it came out and then they just killed it, just died.
I know, it was ahead of its time. People love the iPod too much, and it just was behind on the market, I guess.
That's right. So how about we talk about what we've been up to this week? I'll just ask you, Soul, what have you been doing this week?
Well, most of my weekend was spent during Memorial Day in Washington, D.C. So first time going there, but went there, stayed with my girlfriend's friend, and got to check out some of the memorials there, like Abe Lincoln Memorial and Jefferson. I really enjoyed the city while I was there.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, Washington's a really cool city. I mean, I have applied for some jobs out there, now that I'm back out of school, got to get some work again. And other than the fact that the commute, as far as I know from everyone who I know who's ever lived there, the commute is horrible, but the city is cool. So
even with the metro, I really like the metro there.
Yeah.
It's packed, but it's nice. Think about that. There's probably a lot of law jobs there.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect spot.
That's right. And then right before we started recording today, I guess you were playing Gwent, right?
Oh yeah, I was finishing up a game during the open beta, trying out some new decks and stuff. So a lot of my time's been going to that until competitive Overwatch opens up.
Nice.
Like now. Yep.
Yeah, right now, right?
Yeah, like right now.
Cool. Anything else going on, or?
Oh yeah, lately homework's been picking up. I have to do a lot of labs and projects in my IT security class that I'm doing, and so that just takes up a few more hours out of my time to actually play some video games.
I know exactly what that's like.
Yeah. You're like, I just want to play so much, but I probably should get a good grade on this. Put some time towards it,
Exactly. I mean, that's what I've been doing started last week and been doing all week is bar prep. So
yeah.
And that's like, I wake up at like 9 a.m. I roll out of bed and sit in my chair at my desk, and I have to go through like a live lecture every day. So it's basically like from 9 to 2, I'm doing like a live lecture. And then after that, it's like, read this, take these practice tests. And eventually it's like 6 o'clock and you're like, all right, I'm completely burned out.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty important too to do that bar prep.
Yeah, it's it's definitely, it's one of those things that you just have to go through when you want to get your license. So it kind of feels like just going to school for another, semester is what I've been telling people, because it's like you just sit through a lecture and then you do some, some kind of stuff to reinforce it every day. And then at the end of the semester, when, kind of like how you have your finals, you have a bar exam now, and hopefully you pass.
Yeah, hopefully after all that hard work.
Yeah. And all the money, like the money of the bar prep alone was substantial. I'll just say that. So there's that, and I finally been getting my grades back from the last semester of school, which is funny because like you graduate and then I don't think I'll probably get some of my grades back at the end of next week, but I finally started getting them. I got 2 B pluses, so
they're like, congratulations, you graduated. Here are your grades. You failed.
Pretty much,
the diploma back.
It's weird because like the way that I don't know if like other graduate schools work like that, but like with law school, your grades, they're cool and all. Like you get all A's or you could get like all B's. It wouldn't really matter because the only thing they really judge you on is like whether you had like a high enough GPA at the end. So like I think for my school it was like you had to have like a 2.25, and if you were below that, then they were like, I don't know if you can graduate. Yeah. And so eventually you get to like your last year, and there's like, as long as you pass and you can get the credits, you get like a D minus. As long as you get the credits and your GPA doesn't dip too low, like it doesn't matter. So when I was like a second year student, all the third year students that were about to graduate always tell me, hey, it doesn't matter if I pass this class, D is for diploma. So
D is for diploma. That's one way to put it.
That was their thing. So I was too scared that if I didn't try my hardest, I'd probably fail the class. So I wasn't about to like let off at the end. I was like,
just in case. Or no.
Especially because my credit hours came to like the exact number. So if I fail any class or anything, it was like I'd have to like, I don't even know what they do. Like it's like, hey, you got to go to school again. Dang it.
Oh man, that'd be awful.
So enough about that though. Let's just jump into Overwatch stuff, right? Nobody wants to talk about school.
Yeah, school's boring.
Let's talk about schooling people. So just a few minutes ago, like literally like a few minutes before we hit the record button on this, Overwatch said season 5 has started. Good luck. So it's people are logging in right now. They're doing their placement matches. Yeah,
gonna get a lot of levers. It's gonna be great.
A lot of levers, a lot of lock-in Hanzo mains.
Including myself. I've been practicing.
As if you're watching the video version of this, as you can see, Soul's pictured today is Hanzo, so in celebration of locking in.
Yep.
That should be the title of the show, Locking In, right?
Yep. I like it.
So, so did you end season 4 and get a new golden weapon or anything like that?
No, because during season 4, I just got Lucio gold because I really started liking Lucio, so I got that golden weapon. So I'm only halfway to my next one, and I don't know what I would get because like all the ones that look cool or I play a lot or I already have all those. So I think Mercy, I don't have a gold one, and I play Mercy a decent bit. Reinhardt or Hanzo, always be in there.
There you go.
Fun fact, out of all the boxes that I've ever opened, I have never received a Hanzo Legendary.
Wow.
I have no Hanzo Legendaries since I've started playing. But I have like all Widow Legendaries for some reason. I don't know why.
It's a sign.
The odds are not in my favor,
You got to take being a Widow main from Ova.
Yeah.
You're like, move over, dude.
Yep. Play Widow.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't get any. I don't have enough to get a golden weapon right now, so I'm kind of like in the waiting time too. So, and let's talk about season 5. So, what do we know that you want to walk in as Hanzo, right?
Yep, definitely.
So, what kind of like plans do we have? Like, is there any plan of attack that we want to have as we head into the new season?
For me, I think I'm gonna go in with it. Probably playing just like I normally do, but I think maybe play a little calmer, a little more level-headed. Try to maybe just play your games out and not really worry about the other players so much, and maybe just try to look at what I can improve on.
Okay.
And yeah, maybe I could hit diamond if I dedicate enough time towards it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool. So it's like the old saying, when you're playing like in sports, like play your game. Just play your
yeah,
game,
just
yeah.
play your game.
Nice.
I know that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think for season 5, what I want to do is I want to get through my placement matches. Hopefully,
Hmm.
they'll go better than previous seasons. I think I say it every season. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do better this season, and I'm going to get placed higher, and then get placed like pretty much the exact same spot. So
It knows you too well.
it
It
does.
knows where you're supposed to be placed.
And we know that like between seasons 3 and 4, there was like a change in the way the placements worked, and of course like how kind of competitive really kind of worked. I guess you could say, and that a lot of people talked about how they kind of got placed somewhere they didn't think they would. Like I won a lot more games in my placements for season 3 than I did for
Mhm.
season 4, and got placed the same in both seasons, like within like 150.
They did say that season four was when they did change the how it was going to rank you, that it was going to be more spread out, right?
Yeah,
Isn't it season four? So yeah, a lot of people were upset with how low they got placed. Even I got placed in silver, and I had to just like climb my way out of there.
yeah.
But it was much lower than I think what my rank should be.
It's to add challenge. It knows it's like
Yeah,
Soul wants a challenge, so we're gonna place him really low, get
yeah.
some time in the game with him.
I know in Hearthstone, I mean, that's pretty much what they do. It's like climbing the ladder and grinding out your games where like Blizzard puts you a little bit lower than what you should be, so it feels good climbing, even though you're really just going to where you should be. It's possible,
There you
but I
go.
think they do it more in Hearthstone than they do in Overwatch.
I think so too. And
Yeah.
I think my plan of attack is, at least after my placement matches, I'm gonna try to play with friends more in competitive. Um,
Yeah, I could or should group up a little bit more and like, but I feel like if you do a duo, like what I tried in season four, you could do a duo that works really well together, like Fair and Mercy or something like that. That like you can tag team and just do really well and stick together.
there you go.
But if you do more than two people, then you kind of need like the full six, all on voice chat and working together, and then you have good odds too.
That's true. I think just going in and not playing solo competitive will be a better
Yeah.
thing for me. It'll give me a better experience. It always has been, and I think
Hmm.
maybe that will help me climb a little faster. Because like last season, I got placed in silver, and then I tried to climb, and it was like climb, fall back down 2 steps, and basically end like a tiny bit ahead of where I placed. So
Yeah.
hopefully, maybe I can climb into gold this next season. It's one of those things that I want to do. So
Mhm.
put some
But I
time in
think,
now that I have some evenings free.
yeah, I think that I've like always played competitive games solo for as long as I've known. Like one of my first competitive games was maybe like StarCraft 2, and I always did 1v1s, and then in Dota 2, I would always solo queue and just play by myself and ranked and stuff like that. So I guess even now in Overwatch, I kind of just play by myself because I feel like if I can be grouped with other solo people, then maybe they're more willing to work together than like a group of three who doesn't want to talk to me.
That's true.
So it's like sometimes it's a little bit better depending on, I don't know, overall.
And I think one of my other goals this season is I need to level up on the Xbox version. My level isn't high enough to play competitive. So
Yeah.
I want to level up high enough to play competitive on Xbox and see where I get placed on there. I'm curious to see how different it would be for me. Probably suck on it. It took a while to get used to playing it on Xbox because the way the controller kind of simulates, it moves differently
Yeah.
than other first-person shooters. I guess is the way I'd say it. And I sucked at it really bad at first.
Yeah.
And once you got used to it, it wasn't as bad. But at first, I was like, I almost felt like the old guy that jumps into a first person shooter and he's like pointing straight down or straight up half the time.
Oh yeah. Like I know I went to over his house and he had the Xbox One, so like I tried out that and I'm like, oh, this is awful. I just want to go back to my PC. It feels so much more natural.
Yeah.
I never really got into FPSs whenever I had a console because I just didn't like the analog sticks. It was like so much work to try to like aim at someone. And then I like first started with like Battlefield
Okay.
and yeah, Battlefield 3, and I loved it. And like I would just stick to PC no matter what on anything.
Yeah, I've played them both. I mean, I played shooters on PC for a really long time, then I've played them on console, and it's even like between Battlefield and Call of Duty, all these other games. If I threw them all out there,
Yeah,
all those games they have like a certain feel that's not too different from each other. And Overwatch has like this really different way that the controls work. I had to do a lot of tweaking with it, and it
yeah,
still feels different, but I did a lot of tweaking with the settings, and it finally got to a place where it feels natural enough to where I can actually, I can play good.
yeah.
So I can start actually getting kills and stuff reliably and not missing. I'm not ready to try like and be like Widow or anybody in there for sure, but
Oh
I could
boy,
play a
that
lot
would
of
be
most
tough.
of the heroes now. So
Yeah, probably no one plays Widow on Xbox. Well, maybe
you do get aim
content.
assist though, so in console,
Oh yeah,
but I
crank that up.
yeah cranked up the aim assist. Yeah, all those headshots just take
Yep,
them out. Yeah,
easy shots.
yeah. So let's jump from the new season to some of the new things that we've got. We got a new PTR just today,
Hmm.
and we also got a new map of the PTR. That was like the first thing that everybody realized was coming. A few days ago, Overwatch started tweeting out all these things about Winston and the moon base, and now we have the official confirmation and the rollout on the PTR of the Horizon Lunar Colony as our new assault map for the game.
Hmm. People are going nuts about this. Like even on, I was just watching like a Twitch stream, and they're like, "Have you checked it out? Oh my gosh!" It was like 30 minutes ago. It's like everyone's like screaming about it.
Yep.
It does look awesome though.
It's really cool. I mean, I was surprised though they didn't put this in with just the 1 year anniversary, because I thought that would have been
Hmm.
great because it kind of links back to Winston, who's like one of the core characters of the game and all that.
Yeah.
So
Maybe,
Maybe Kaplan got on him and was like, "Why didn't you guys get this in? I thought that was the plan, man." No, just kidding.
maybe it's like content overload, just too much stuff, too
Yeah,
much to do, too many new things.
if we put this in there, the patch is going to be too big.
Yeah, there's too much content in this patch.
But it's
People
it's
couldn't
a
handle it.
yeah, it's a really cool map though, because we have there's lower gravity and stuff in it, and
Oh, I did not see that.
yeah, so and along with that, with custom games and things like that, the projectile and the player gravity can now be modified because of this.
Whoa.
So yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna have some pretty crazy custom games, I think,
Yep.
and like no like fall off from projectiles, right? So
Hmm.
that'll be pretty awesome, actually. You
That's
can
gonna be pretty deadly.
Yeah, and because of that, you can also modify things like the jump height in a custom game
Yeah.
and the magnitude of knockbacks. So,
Mm. I didn't think about that.
so that's a lot of cool options we can play around with. And
Hmm.
the I've only watched people playing the Horizon map so far. Since it just happened, and I was finishing up bar prep today. I haven't been able to hop in the game and do any experimentation with it myself, but we'll have a full review about it next week, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think I still have the PTR Overwatch installed, so I'll have to check it out.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There's also some changes to some heroes. So let's start with McCree and his Deadeye. Targets now begin locking on 0.2 of a second after you hit it instead of 0.8 of a second. So they'll start locking on like immediately instead of almost a second after you hit your ult.
Yeah, I like it. Because everyone always says McCree's ult, it's so bad you might as well not even use it because you'll just die. So maybe this will make it a little bit better
Yeah, I
to
think
use.
taking off, what amounts to in gameplay, almost a second. That's a lot of time, or it's a lot of time taken off to where if you hit that alt and you have a lot of people lined up already, you can make a pretty awesome play. Just
Hmm.
take them out right then. The damage accumulated over the first 1 second, it says also has been increased from 20 to 80. So it's like immediately like a huge hit.
Yeah, because yeah, it took a lot of time to do any damage, and I do agree with that because it felt like you had to sit there for a very, very long time out in the open and just screaming high noon. So
Standing there for
like,
everybody to see.
yeah, maybe this will make it even as long as you're like flanking somewhat. Like by the time they even like turn around and try to aim at you, you have a decent shot.
Yeah. And I think, like the developer said, that they thought that it would make the ult more flexible, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to get out even a small amount of damage. I still think, at least for a while, people will hear that it's high noon line and they'll still freak out. So
Yep.
I'm interested to see how this part ends up. If you're a Reaper player, there's some changes also put in, mostly having to do with the reaping.
Yep.
Health orbs have been removed now, and you now regain 20% of your damage done to heroes as health. So there you go.
I kind of like this because it might be a little bit better because you're not like chasing around those orbs and you're like, oh, I got to go pick this up now. And but then again, those orbs would drop even if you didn't kill the person. You could be like, oh, my teammate killed this guy. I'm gonna go over and get some healing. Now you actually have to do the damage to get the health.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the other thing about it is that the devs really want to talk about it being an immediate benefit that Reaper gets. So if you're fighting like a tank, they pointed out to that example. If you're fighting a tank hero, you can continue to get healed as you're doing that. So that'll be
Makes
interesting.
sense. Yeah.
I think not having to chase orbs is a fine gameplay change. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then the big changes to Roadhog. This is the big change, right? For the big guy, you got to have a big change. But his head hitbox size was reduced by 20%. So no more easy headshots on him.
Oh, it was great getting your ult charge off of shooting Roadhog. It was
like
so nice.
Piece of cake, right?
Yeah.
And then his scrap gun has been changed. The bullet damage was decreased by 33%. So it does a third less damage, but the fire rate was increased by 30%. It's a visibly quicker fire rate now.
Mm-hmm.
And his clip has 5 shots in it now instead of 4. So there you go. What do you think about that?
The hitbox, yeah, I remember you'd be like trying to heal yourself and they would just shoot you in the head over and over again and get some free ult charge while you're standing in front of them. And that was like so easy. But clip size is kind of nice because you would run out of ammo so quickly. And fire rate, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I did see a GIF. Maybe it's not going to feel as much of a shotgun anymore with how fast it's going to be.
Yeah. One of the things is that, that hook combo isn't going to be as powerful anymore. You can't like one shot a low health hero. So
not as bursty, yeah.
Yeah, you'll get more shots off on them maybe when they get up to you, but you probably won't be able to like just take them out instantly. So it'll be a little bit more frustrating. You won't see that combo probably as much, I would guess.
Actually, like with I don't even know who you could kill. I mean, you have a 33% damage reduction. You might not even be able to kill like anyone. 200 health, you hook and then shoot them. And then you'd have to shoot them one more time, and by that time they're probably like running away or something.
Yeah.
I guess it's for like tracers and Genjis that could dive out of the way.
Mercy that gets pulled in.
Oh yeah, Mercy could maybe survive too now.
That's what always happened to me when you're healing.
Yeah.
He'll find you
like
and
instant death. You're like, that's it.
Yep. Because no matter what, you probably have been shot like once or twice anyway. So you're already like, all right, I don't want to get hit. You just get pulled in. And you're like, oh, great. And if you didn't get like somehow like saved, it was over for you.
Yeah, you're just like, please don't hook me. Please don't hook me. Like, oh, I got hooked. I'm done. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's over. Heal yourselves for a while. Yeah, run away.
Yeah. No res.
So there's that. There was leading up to the because that's pretty much a lot of the main PTR stuff. Leading up to the Horizon release, you might want to go check it out on Twitter or the Overwatch fan page. you check out all the screens that came out. There were a bunch of emails from the lunar colony about things like what was going on, the gorillas escaping, things like that. So you can go check that out. And I was wondering leading up to this if we were going to have like a PvE event, because they're talking about the only specimens that weren't found was Hammond and Winston. And so I was wondering if we were going to have like an event where we were going to like find Hammond and kill him or something,
Yeah, maybe in the future. It's possible.
There you go. Get on that Overwatch.
Yeah. One other thing to add, I kind of snuck it in here, is new legendary skins, the ones from the HOTS promotion. You can now get them in the classic loot box.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Yeah, if you missed out on that, you could now either get them in loot boxes, and I guess you could buy them too.
So, what do you think about that? I'm going to ask you this. What do you think about the fact that like, now you can get these skins and you didn't have to go through the heroes stuff and all that? You think that's fair?
I don't know. I mean, it was a promotion, so it's like not too much of a promotion if you can just get them now. But they did have other items and stuff that you could get from it, and if you did all of them, you got 10 loot boxes. So I mean, there was a lot of other stuff that was in that huge promotion.
Yeah,
besides just the skins.
I agree. It's I think sometimes I don't mind them being in the loot boxes. I think that it probably should have been a little bit more of a delay, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think, is that they should have said, all right, well, the event just ended. We'll give it like, a month or so, a little bit more time. Mm-hmm. And then that I would siphon the sting. But to have it come in like, really quickly like that, to me seems a little bit too fast. Like, because if I had just finished the doing the Heroes games, especially if I was somebody who didn't play Heroes. I mean, I play Heroes. It's not that big of a deal for me. But if I didn't play Heroes, because I know there's a lot of people that play Overwatch, and they're going to be like, seriously? Played all those Heroes for nothing?
Yeah.
But hopefully they got hooked. So
what I do like is that they're adding it to a classic loot box where, like, for the people who started playing since the release, like, I barely need anything from the classic loot box, that it would be a nice change that I could get something new for once.
Mm-hmm.
Because like all I do is, here's some more coins. Here's some more coins. I'll use that on the next event. And now it's like, hey, I actually got something new, a legendary skin, something like that. Something to look forward to.
So another topic of discussion, this kind of just came in my head because I saw people talking about it for the last 2 weeks or so. And I kind of feel the same way. I'm going to throw it out there. That do you think that we need to get more coins for duplicates than we do?
Oh yeah, people brought that up on this one recently. I don't know. They're like, oh well, you can buy the event skins for 3,000 coins, but then they made every single skin a legendary because the issue was that these skins are very creative and a lot of details, so they all made them legendaries. But then, like, you can't feasibly get them all, like, at all. Even if you played like forever, you'd have to just buy them. It's not possible.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're supposed to do, and people were complaining that like you can't do anything about it. You can get skins that you want without buying a ton of loot boxes.
Yeah. Do you think an alternative of being able to buy coins would be something that should ever be introduced into the game in the future?
Actually, that's kind of a good idea to buy coins, but then Blizzard, I might not do that because the whole thing that drives it is the loot box randomness. But I think the stupid thing is that you get these new skins and you get duplicates and you get like no coins at all, and it counts as a normal legendary instead of like the 3,000 coin.
Yeah.
You probably should get more coins than that.
Yeah, I'm fine with more coins per legendaries. I mean, it doesn't need to be a ton more, but the time comes that eventually where you get the loot box and it'll be like 3 duplicates sometimes. It's like everything's a duplicate, and so you get like sometimes it feels like you get like no coins even for that, and you're like, I got this loot box, I should get something out of it.
it was a bad feeling, I think, for a lot of people in this one because it was either I got a rare player icon, ooh, look, it's gold, and then it's like there's no epics really.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess besides the emotes, but most of the people really want the skins, and they're all legendaries. So it's like, what am I gonna do? I can't get any of them
Yep.
without buying stuff. I don't
So
know.
we shall see.
That doesn't feel good for a lot of people, I guess.
Hopefully, if they do add them, it won't be like Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah.
like seen the crown store for that, but of course,
I don't
it's
know.
it's like most games. They'll sell you like enough crowns to where like you can buy like one thing, but if you want like something cool, you're gonna have to buy
Yeah.
like the next tier up of crowns, which is like triple the price.
Oh, jeez.
It's like here's like $5 worth of crowns. Oh, but if you want that, you're gonna have to buy like the 14.99 one instead, because it'll be like with buying like something small and something big. Eventually, you get to the point where it's like it offsets by just enough crowns to where like
Hmm.
if you buy the small one to buy something that you really want that's like kind of bigger, you're gonna have to buy you'd be like 100 crowns short, and
Hmm.
you're like,
Oh,
come on.
wow.
So you have to
That's
buy like
sneaky.
another one. Yeah, that's what I've run into a lot on that game. So I
Hmm.
kind of bought like the stuff that I really wanted from the Crown store, and then I kind of like whenever I ever go back and buy stuff, I'm like I have to do that self control thing where I'm like, all right, until there's like two really good things that would make it worth it, I'm not going to buy anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard, my friend, is playing that. There's a new expansion coming out, right?
Yep, yeah, it's pretty fun actually. It's especially if you like that universe, it's a cool game.
Yeah.
And I think we'll round out the rest of the show with the community cards. So let's move to that and the fact that I won again.
Oh, not again.
So I ended up getting 50% of the vote this last week, which actually I think
Uh,
Ova was ahead for a while, and then all of a sudden I got more votes. So I don't know what was going on with that, but hey, I did it again. So just notch
nice.
another one up right there. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to nominate this week. This week I'm going to nominate something from the Reddit, and this yeah, I found it because I still peruse the Reddit, like I said, so I'm not
Yeah,
all
you
against
have to.
it.
Hmm.
But there's something called Hogball that's going out there now, and Hogball is when you take Lucio's, yeah, you take like four Lucio's and you put a Reinhardt in the middle with a shield, and then you just take a Roadhog and you start bouncing him
Oh,
up in the air, like you're playing tennis with him.
this is awesome.
And it's a beautiful thing. It reminds me back of the days
Yeah.
when we had like the Genji deflecting, up in the air, deflecting stuff, and
Yep.
you had like the Mercies that were the net instead. And then
Wow.
with the addition of the changes that we're going to see with the Horizon base, that we can do custom games, changing the gravity and the knockback and stuff. I'm sure that this is going to get only crazier. So
Yeah.
yeah, I want to get in play some of this now. Just make it a real mode, right? A real game mode,
I think they could do it.
easily.
Yep.
All right, so
Awesome.
how about
Yeah.
you? What do we got from you this week?
It's not too bad, but this is pretty good. Um, there was a comparison for the new PTR of the old and new fire rates for Roadhog. So you can kind of see how fast Roadhog really shoots now, uh,
Yeah,
prior to the old version.
yeah, it's nice now, like how fast it
Yep.
goes. So we'll see how it
Hmm.
plays out damage wise. But
Yep.
do you think he needed more in his clip maybe for that speed, or do you think
I think he
that's
might. I mean, one more shot and increase the rate by 30%. Um, maybe like six bullets. I feel like he's gonna have to reload a ton. Maybe reduce the reload time or something. I don't know.
yeah, I that's kind of where I kind of came up on it too. I was like,
Hmm.
yeah, he's going to shoot faster, but now he's going to have to keep reloading all the time. It's a
Hmm.
little bit different for him, but it's still PTR, so changes can change. All right, so I think that's it. We don't have any questions for Ask Overcast from our Discord or Twitter that I saw. Remember, you can ask us on Twitter, just tweet us directly, or you can use the hashtag AskOvercast, or you just join our Discord. You can go to our blog page, which is overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com. And if you head over there, you can click connect on Discord, or you just use the widget on the main page to become part of our Discord. You can come hang out, chat, and play with us. Just form teams. We got some looking for group channels there and stuff like that. So come on and join our Discord and join us. So there's that. And yeah, do you have any shout outs this week, Soul, to anybody?
No shout outs this week.
Well, I'm gonna shout out to our Pakamari friend on Twitter who had their birthday, and they also did a contest, a big giveaway for that. So shout out for your birthday, happy birthday there. And I think that brings us to the end. So where can people find you on the interwebs, Soul?
Yes, at HanzoMain420 on Twitter, and that's about it.
All right, we're expecting some viral tweets from you now.
Yep.
And you can find me at Frosty Fox pretty much anywhere, Twitter, Twitch, all those places. You can find the show at Overcast Show on Twitter. Our blog page is overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com, part of the Frozen Fox Media Network. You can head over to that website, frozenfoxmedia.com itself, to just find out any of the other content, podcasts, everything that we have on the Frozen Fox Media Network. And also, thank you for watching on YouTube. If you love that, give us a thumbs up there. And if you're listening on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, or anywhere else, if you love the show, let us know by leaving a review. And wherever you listen or watch, subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. This has been the 81st episode of Overcast, your Overwatch podcast. I'm Frosty.
I'm Soulslain.
And we'll see you next time.